Hello students, in this video we will have a brief outline of the lesson Magh Bihu or Maghar Domahi by Dr. Prafulla Datta Goswami, and then we will answer the questions from the lesson. It is written by Dr. Prafulla Datta Goswami. The lesson is an extract from the book Festivals of Assam by Dr. Prafulla Datta Goswami. It gives an idea of Assamese festival of feasting, Magh Bihu, along with Magh Bihu and Kati Bihu. Domahi means the junction of 2 months. Meji, a temple-like structure, is made with green bamboo, dried banana leaves and hay. Hut-like structures are called Bhelaghar. Cowherds pass the night in it. Magh Bihu is also known as Bhogali Bihu or the Bihu of enjoyment. On Uruka, the Bihu Eve, women folk get ready with chira, pitha, laru, curd, etc. for the next day. Several arrangements are made. Fuel has to be gathered, fish has to be got from ponds, streams, and some meat too. In tribal setting, women prepare rice beer. Next we have the rituals associated with it. Tie thin strips of bamboo, jute or hay around fruit-bearing trees, calls out to dogs and offer them rice, clean themselves and put clean clothes. Male folk and children go to the mejis where offering of eatables are made to the god of fire, Agni. Fire is set to the structures, marks of ash are put on forehead, half-burnt sticks are scattered in the paddy fields to increase its fertility. After this, there is a session of hymn singing. On this day, people take sira, pitha, curd, mahkarai, tekeli pitha, sunga pitha, laru, etc. Mahkarai is a combination of roasted rice, black gram, sesame, and pieces of ginger. The Kacharis, the most numerous tribe of Assam, too follow similar practices. They offer rice to the flying, the sinking, and the moving, that is, birds, fishes, and animals. Different kinds of sports like wrestling, racing, jumping, buffalo fighting, egg fighting are held. In earlier times, more martial games like swordplay and javelin throwing were customary. The next is Kati Bihu. An earthen lamp is put at the foot of the tulsi plant. Small bamboo is planted in the fields and lights an earthen lamp at its foot. Now let us answer the short questions from the text. 1. In which part of Assam does Magh Bihu have a stronger hold? Magh Bihu has a stronger hold on the people of Lower Assam. 2. What does the term Domahi mean? The term Domahi means the junction of 2 months. 3. What is the Bihu Eve known as? The Bihu Eve is known as Uruka. What is Mahkarai? Mahkarai is a combination of roasted rice, black gram, sesame, and pieces of ginger. When offered for chewing, it is smeared with oil. 5. What is the most numerous tribe of Assam? The Kacharis are the most numerous tribe of Assam. 6. What is the tulsi plant symbolic of? The tulsi plant is symbolic of Vrinda, one of the devotees of Krishna. 7. Who is the chief god of the Kacharis? Batho is the chief god of the Kacharis. 8. What is the belief regarding the ashes and half-burnt bamboos? The belief regarding the ashes and half-burnt bamboos is that it increased the fertility of fields and gardens. 9. How is the delicacy tekeli pitha prepared? Tekeli pitha is prepared by steaming rice powder on the mouth of a small pitcher or even a kettle. It is a kind of idli but larger. 10. How is Sungapitha prepared? Sungapitha is prepared by putting moist rice powder in a green bamboo tube. It is then roasted in fire. 11. How is Sunga Saul prepared? Sunga Saul is prepared by steaming the sticky bora rice in a bamboo tube. When done, the sticky roll is made into pieces and eaten mixed with milk and gur. Next we have give an elaborate account of the celebrations associated with Uruka. Uruka is the Bihu Eve. It is celebrated all over Assam. On this day, women folk get ready for the next day with sira, pitha, laru, curd, etc. Uruka is not exactly a one-day affair, for fuel has to be gathered, fish has to be got from ponds, streams, and if possible, some meat too. In tribal settings, women prepare rice beer, usually undistilled. Temple-like structures called mezi are built in the harvested fields. It is made with green bamboo, dried banana leaves, and hay. The structures are set into fire on the next day at the crack of dawn. The half-burnt sticks are then scattered to increase fertility of the paddy fields. Different kinds of sports and martial games associated with Magh Bihu are wrestling, racing, jumping, buffalo fighting, egg fighting. In earlier times, more martial games like swordplay and javelin throwing were customary. 2. What are the different kinds of food items that people have for lunch on this particular day? On the day of Domahi or Sankranti day, people do not have their usual rice and curry. Special preparations are made for this day since earlier. People take sira, curd, pitha such as tekeli pitha, sunga pitha and sunga saul, etc. No meat is allowed on the day of Domahi. The evening meal consists of rice, curry of black gram, fried yam, and so on. Next day at noon, it is customary to take a little leftover rice kept soaked in water and leftover dal. 3. Describe the manner in which Kacharis celebrate their festival during the time of Assamese Magh Bihu. Kacharis celebrate Magh Bihu and follow certain customs. They tie cords around food-bearing trees. They offer rice to the flying, the sinking, and the moving, that is to birds, fishes, and to animals. On the day of Domahi, they put a mark of water mixed with cow dung around their granary. Kacharis too construct bhelagars. They consider the setting of fire to it to be the special prerogative of cowherd boys. The boys burn the bhelagars before dawn. On the seventh day of Magh Bihu, they again clean the utensils, sacrifice fowls to Batho, their god, and go about carol singing, collecting eatables. They call this custom Magan or begging. 4. Describe the different kinds of sports and martial games associated with Magh Bihu. How did the young people in earlier times prepare themselves for participating in the martial arts? The different kinds of sports and martial games associated with Magh Bihu are wrestling, racing, jumping, buffalo fighting, egg fighting. In earlier times, more martial games like swordplay and javelin throwing were customary. From weeks ahead, young people used to make camps on dry river banks and exercise themselves in the arts which were found necessary to defend the land from aggressors. 5. How is Kati Bihu celebrated in Assam? Kati Bihu has little significance and cannot be called a festival as such. In Kati Bihu, an earthen lamp is lit at the foot of the tulsi plant, after which women and children sing. The plant is considered symbolic of Vrinda, one of the devotees of Krishna. In this Bihu, the plowman does certain things for the protection of his crop. He plants a small bamboo and chants certain mantras to protect the maturing paddy from the pests. Some light the Akak Bonti or the sky lamp hanging from a tall bamboo. The Kacharis put lamps at the foot of the Siju cactus, symbol of their chief god Bato, in the garden, at the granary, and in the field. With this, we come to the end of our video. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to our channel.